Namaste to all my dear students. From today onwards, I'll be sharing the lab programs with you. So I'm going to record these particular videos, that is self-recording. I'll show you how to edit the program, how to compile the program, and how to run or execute the program. And also, I'll be explaining the logic within the program. So this is the Ubuntu desktop. You can see here, you can see the terminal here, and this is the Ubuntu desktop. Here Ubuntu is the operating system. In this we are using the terminal, where in which you are going to key in your programs using the gedit, that is the editor. You are using editor to in order to uh, type the program. Okay, so after typing the program, you need to store the program. Then once you store the program, that is save the program, you need to compile, and finally you need to execute the program. Okay, so that is how you need to do. So just I'll be showing the steps how you can able to get that particular edit. That is, you need to get the prompt first. So this is the terminal. So once you reach here, so you can look for a terminal here in the Ubuntu desktop. This is the terminal, or else if it is not there, then you can find here. So this is the all icons. You can see all the applications you can see here. Okay, so here you can type like terminal T. If you type, it will show all icons which are started from T. Terminal you'll get. Okay, so this you need to double click, or else it will be there on your desktop or in the pull down menu. So in the control panel, so you can make use of this. Okay, so you double click on this. So once you double click, you'll get a prompt like this. Okay, so just if you want to list the directors, folders, or the files, whatever is there you want to see here, so you can just list it out. Okay, so these are the files and folders. So this is the file. Okay, examples.desktop, and these particular blue words, so like cprg, documents, pictures, templates, desktop, downloads, music, then public videos, all these are belongs to the folders. So I have saved some of the programs in what is this cprg. Okay, so in order to access that, I think I have explained all these things in the first one or two classes during the lab sessions. Okay, so chain directory cd cprg. So this is how you need to access. Okay, so once you move on to this particular folder, then look for the files. So how to go through, how to list using ls command. Okay, so using ls command you can list all the files and folders within this. Okay, so then if you make use of this clear screen, it will clears the screen. Okay, this is how you need to do. Then how to key in your program, that is the first thing. Okay, so in order to key in the program, you need to go for what is called a gedit editor. Okay, so using this editor, you can able to type your C program. So gedit, then the file name, you should give the file name, for example test.c. Okay, or welcome.c. Let us see, welcome.c. So this is your editor. Okay, so where you can type your program. Okay, so let us type some program. So let us give welcome address itself, or welcome message itself. So include stdio.h, then void main. I have explained all these things, so but I'll explain once again. So void is the return type here. So void will not return anything, any value or anything to any function or program. Okay, so void main. Then you can have a printf, that is formatted output function. Okay, so there you can print hello world something. This is a message which will be displayed on your monitor. Okay, fine. This is a small program, one line program, which will greet you a message on your screen. Okay, so after this, what you need to do, so there is a save option here. You need to save the program. Okay, whatever the modifications you made, each and every time if you go for a modifications, then that particular file has to be saved. Otherwise the changes whatever you made is going to be discarded. Okay, so if you save it, it will be there in the drive permanently. Okay, so save it. Then you need to come back to the prompt. In order to come back to the prompt, you need to close this particular editor. So just take the cursor to the leftmost corner of your screen. So there, if you take the cursor, you can see that particular cancel mark. Okay, so that is into there. Okay, so you see here. Okay, so take the cursor there, then press that is left click. Okay, so then okay, so let us see now. Let me list. So when I list, you can see here welcome.c. This is our file which is just now created. Okay, so compile cc. How to compile? This is the command in order to compile your program. Compile welcome.c. If any errors, it will show. Otherwise, it will not show anything. Okay, so just you'll get a prompt sign again. Then in order to view the output, then type dot /a dot out. Okay, see here, hello world. Okay, so this is how the message will be displayed. Okay, I think you understood this concept. What to do? You need to create a file. That is, you need to create, or you need to key in a program. Then you need to save. Okay, so finally you need to compile. Then you need to run the program. Let us see other program. So a simple program where we can add two integers. Okay, so let us start with the gedit again. Which is editor. Then what file you want to open in this gedit. So create a file. So or give a file name here itself better. Okay, let us have add two. Okay, int dot c. So I want to add two integers. So that's why I have given the file name as add to int dot c. Okay, so now let us type the program. Include stdio dot h, then void main next this. Okay, then since the program is adding of two integers, so all the variables you need to declare. What are the variables you need? So you need number 1, number 2, then the number 3, that is the sum of number 1 and number 2. So let us take ABC. Anything you can take ABC. So ABC are going to be the two inputs, and C is going to be the result of this. Okay, A plus B is nothing but C. Okay, that is C is equal to A plus B. So declare all the variables here. So after declaring, okay, so what we need to do? We need to input two values. So input two values, enter any two integers. Okay, then how to input? Using a standard input function, that is scanf, we can input two values. Okay, percentage %d, because since they are integers, percentage %d, percentage %d has to be given twice. You need to give because you need to read A as well as B, not C. Okay, C has to be calculated. Okay, so you need to read A as well as the B. Okay, so C has to be calculated. Let us see how you can able to input the value for A. To the address of A, you input the value. Again to the address of B, input the value. That is the second value. So now reading is over. Once the reading is over, what is our job? We need to calculate C. C is equal to A plus B. So this is the expression what is required. C is equal to A plus B. Okay, when you say C is equal to A plus B is going to be evaluated first, then that value will be assigned to C. Okay, press enter. Printf. Now you need to print the result, that is sum. Sum is equal to percentage %d \n double quote close comma the value of C. The value of C has to be printed over there. So this is the small program where you can add two integer numbers. Okay, so what we should do next is going to be the save option. So we need to save the current file now. Okay, so there is a button. Okay, so save option, click on that. So the file is saved in this name. Now again you need to go back to the terminal. Okay, so in order to go back to the terminal, you need to close this editor. So close the editor, take the cursor to the topmost left corner. Okay, so close this. Once you close this, it will come back to the dot, that is prompt. Okay, so that is dollar prompt. Okay, so fine. So here you can, if you want to see whether your program is saved or not, list, you can see here, add to int.c. Is it not? Okay, so add to int.c. So next what we can do, so we can compile the program, add to int.c. Okay, if any errors, it will show errors, otherwise it will not show errors. I'll make one mistake within the program, one or two mistakes in the program, then I'll show you how the errors are going to be generated. Let us see, after compilation you need to see the result. In order to see the result, for dot /a dot out. Okay, so now it is asking for enter any two integers. So enter any two integers, 10, let us say 10 and 20. Okay, these are the two integers, 10 and 20. What is the sum? Sum is equal to 30. Okay, you got it? 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So the C is nothing but 30. A is 10, B is 20, C is equal to 10 plus 20, so that is going to be 30. So this is the result. Okay, so let us see, we'll remove something from the program, original program. Okay, so go back to the program. Let us go back to the program here. Then what I'll do, I'll remove some of the things like this. So each and every statement has to be terminated by a semicolon. So I am deleting the terminator here. Then I am deleting this particular %d because I am reading 2, but I have given format specifier for only 1. Okay, so what type of error it is generated? Let us see. Again save this, go back to the terminal here, then compile. Okay, so these commands, these up to 20 commands will be stored in the up and down arrow. So these are the ones. So you can make use of this up arrow, down arrow in order to use the earlier commands what are used. Okay, so these are the earlier commands what are used. So by making use of this up and down button, so you can able to avoid typing of those particular commands. So let us take cc compile, somewhere it is, cc. Okay, it's like this. See, it is showing so many errors. Function main, okay, error expected, comma asm attribute printf. Okay, so it is showing in the next line. That means there may be an error in the previous line. So that also we need to check. And here it is showing some undeclared first use of this function, something like this. Okay, so scanf, it is showing here. So when it is showing here, you need to concentrate on this particular statement where there may be a possibility of error. Okay, so here what is the error? You can see the error is we are reading two values, but we are given only one format specifier. That is the problem. So you go back to the program one by one, you try to correct it. Okay, so just let me terminate this line first, then again I'll save one by one like that. We'll see. Okay, so again we compile. See, now that line is over. Okay, so it is not showing any error here because we corrected it. So only one error it is showing here. Okay, so we need to think what may be the error. We need to think of this particular syntax of scanf here. So %d, address of A is okay, fine. Then address of B, for this address there is no format specifier. So we need to go back again, go back to the program, then give %d. So this is how we need to correct the errors. Once you modify the program again and again, you need to save. You need to save the program. Okay, so go to the save button, save it, then close it. Again you compile it. Okay, so then see, this time there are no errors because we corrected some of the errors what is generated by the system. Okay, so then So here it shows clearly too many arguments for formats. So here only one format specifier is there, but too many arguments. Arguments are two, is it not? That's why it is showing the error like this. Okay, so you should be thorough with this particular syntax. Then only it is possible for you to identify the errors. Okay, so then as I told you, you can you need to make use of a dot out. Okay, dot forward slash a dot out in order to get the result. Okay, see, enter two values, any two values you can enter, 23, 34, press enter, then it will give you the sum. Okay, so this is how we need to type the program, compile the program. Okay, so then if there are any errors, we need to correct the program, again save the program, after modification save the program, compile it, then execute it. Okay, so this is how you need to do. So let us start with the first program of our lab. So what is the first program? So that is program number 2, which is nothing but a simple calculator. Okay, so what is a calculator? We know that the calculator is one which will perform a simple arithmetic operations. Okay, so what are the simple arithmetic operations that can be performed by a calculator? Like that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Okay, so let us I already typed the program, so let me open that. Gedit prg2.c. so this is my program. Okay, so this is already I typed and just already executed this program. So num integer, I have taken like integer num1, num2. So these are the two numbers. Okay, so where we are simulating the work culture of that particular calculator. Okay, so working of calculator. So just we are simulating it. When you give two numbers, if you say plus, then it should be summation. If you say minus, it should be subtraction. If you say star, then it should be multiplication. That is, it has to give rise to a product. Then forward slash, it should be like a division. Okay, so then modulus, so it has to calculate the modulus of that particular values. Okay, so like that. Okay, so here I have taken like integer number 1, number 2, then float result is equal to 0. So just I mentioned result is equal to 0. So why I have taken a float? Because if it is, for example, 5 by 2, so 5 by 2, if it is an integer by integer gives you the integer, so it will be 2. Actual value is going to be 2.5000. Okay, so that fractional part, if you want, then it has to be generated like float, it has to be declared like float. Okay, so result is declared as float. Then character ch, so here ch is nothing but a variable which can consume a character. Okay, so what is a character? What is a character we are inputting? So character may be plus is a character, minus is a character, then this particular star, that is multiplication symbol, is a character, division symbol is a character. So likewise modulus operator is a character. So all these are characters. So we need to input two numbers as well as the character, what operation you want to perform. This is the switch case scenario. Okay, so enter the first number, it will ask you to enter the first number, then enter the input the value of number 1, again it will ask you to enter the second number, input the value of second number, then choose the operation to be performed. What is your choice like? Okay, so your choice may be plus, that is addition, your choice may be minus, it is going to be subtraction, your choice may be that is multiplication, your choice may be division, your choice may be the modulus, anything. So apart from these 5, so anything if you give, then it is going to be the invalid choice. It says it's an invalid choice. Okay, so let us see by executing this. Okay, so you give 5 here, you give 10 here, num2 is 10, then ch plus, if you give plus, then switch plus, so the control will takes you to the plus, case plus. Okay, so here result will be calculated using this num1 plus num2. So I gave 5 here, I gave 10 here, 5 plus 10, it is going to be 15. Okay, so there is a break. Since there is a break, it takes the control out of switch. Okay, so break takes the control out of switch, Then here the result is going to be printed like this. Okay, result, the first number one is 5. Then what is the character here? So character is plus. Then what is the number 2 value? So number 2 is nothing but 10 is equal to, then result, what is the result here? So result will be printed as 15.0000. Okay, so this is how. So then if it is minus, then the control will be moved to what is called as the minus here. Okay, so control will be transferred to minus, case minus. Then num1 num2 will be subtracted by subtracted from num1. Okay, so likewise if the choice is star, then your choice or character is star, then your choice is going to be multiplication. The control will be transferred to this case star. Okay, so here the result is going to be num1 into num2. So likewise if our choice is division, then the control will be passed on to case division. Okay, so result is equal to float of num. So this is what is called as internal conversion, converting. Okay, so internal conversion into external conversion, internal conversion, implicit. You can say internal conversion is implicit conversion. Implicit conversion is one which is done by the system itself. Okay, so automatically it will convert this num1. Num1 is actually integer, so integer will be converted into float. So for example 5, say for example integer 5, so 5 will be converted into 5.0000. so likewise here num2 is going to be 10. So num2 is an integer, so value is whole number, so 10, so that will be converted into, so 10.0000. okay, so 5 by 10.000, then you will get a what you can say the fractional number there, that is a real number you will get. So that is the reason why you should give the particular what is called as typecasting. Okay, so here it is going to be the external conversion, sorry, I made a mistake here. So this is the external conversion, because explicitly we are giving float of num1, float of num2. Okay, so if it is done by the system, then it is going to be internal conversion. Otherwise if you explicitly, if you present like this, if you give like this, then it is going to be the external conversion, or else explicit conversion. So this is going to be explicit conversion. Then after converting this value, then that value will be stored in the result, and then there is a break. So the break takes the control out of this switch statement, then the result is going to be printed here. Okay, so likewise modulus. So modulus operator, for example 10 mod 5. What is 10 or 10 mod 5? So 10 mod 5, so 5 2s are 10, so remainder will be 0, so you will get 0 here. Okay, result as 0, so result is equal to 0. 10 mod 2 or 10 mod 5 is going to be 0, so it takes the control out of this switch statement after calculating result here. Then it print all those what are given here. These arguments will be printed just like this. Okay, so let us run this program. Okay, to compile the program, cc, so then the file name is prg1.c. so prg1.c, compile this program. There is no prg. Okay, so prg2, our program is prg2, cc prg2.c. so no errors. So if there are no errors, then you can view the output dot / a dot out. Okay, so a dot out, enter the first number. Okay, so take 10, any value you can take. Okay, so take let us say 3. Okay, so what is the operation you want to perform? Say plus. Okay, so now 10 plus 3, it is 13. Okay, you see here result 10 plus 3 is equal to 13.00, because that result is in the form of float. Okay, so that is why you are getting 13.00. These a and b are integers, that's why there are no fractional part. 10 this is a whole number, 3 is a whole number. So likewise if you want to see more results, so you need not to compile it again. So what you can do, simply just you type dot / a dot out in order to view the output. Okay, so just type it again. So 10 is the first number, then 3 is the first number, will take the same values. Okay, this time you give minus. 10 minus 3 is going to be 7. 10 minus 3 is going to be 7. So likewise, you take another value. So 10, 10, 3. Okay, what is the operation you want to perform? Say for example, multiplication. 10 into 3, 30. So 30. Okay, so likewise, division, for example, a dot out. Okay, so 10 and 3. So 10 divided by 3. Okay, so what is the operation you want to perform? Division. So 10 divided by 3, so 3.333. Okay, so if you don't give a result as this one real, and also if you don't convert these values to real, okay, you won't get this fractional part. 0.333 you won't get. You will get only the 3, that is the whole number. Okay, so that's why you should give that particular result as real number or float. Okay, so then modulus. So let us see the last one, modulus. 10, 3. So what is the mod of 10 mod 3? So it is going to be 1. See, 1. 10, 3 3s are 9. So what is the remainder? 10 minus 9 is going to be 1. See, 1. Okay, so likewise, if you give any other values other than these 5, okay, so suppose you give like this, you give any other character or symbol, something like this. Okay, type. So it says result, see, invalid operation. Invalid operation, result is this. Okay, so even you can avoid this. Okay, of course you can avoid this. Okay, gedit arg. You can give exit command. Exit. So if you give exit, then it will stop there only. Enable compatible declaration built-in function. Include process.h. Save. Okay, so I'll tell you this later. So after each and every modification, you need to save the program. Otherwise, whatever the changes made, there may be a possibility that you can lose it. Okay. Okay, fine. So we'll stop it here in this class. Just I told you how to open the editor and how to save your program, and how to execute, that is how to compile the program, how to execute the program. Okay, so in the next video, so I'll be explaining about the quadratic equation program. Along with that, one more that is reverse of a given integer. Okay, so and check for a palindrome. So those programs. Okay, bye.